95.5 KLAQ. It's El Paso's Best Rock. Double G here. I promised you a surprise today, and here it comes. Got someone checking in with us. One of my favorite bands, the drummer for Disturbed, Mike, hanging with us. How are you, bro?
I'm really good. How are you?
I am doing great, man. Little rough start to the day, but I'm doing good.
All good.
So, man, you guys have been mega busy lately, and I know you've got some new music and stuff we'll talk about here in a second, but I got to start with this one question. I know you guys are going back and forth a little bit on what the lead single from the new record will be. Have you flipped that coin yet? Did you make a decision?
Well, we were letting the fans decide. We decided that what better way to continue to show our appreciation for our fans, the people who have stuck with us from day one, always showing their passion and their energy for us, by just putting the poll out there and letting them pick, say, what do you guys want to hear? We're letting everybody know that this record has got a pretty big, diverse amount of material on there, and just wanted to know what their opinion was. You want to hear one of the heavy songs, or you want to hear something more like a ballad?
Yeah, which is really cool of you guys. And I did get to, I'm going to kind of rub this in there a little bit. I did get to hear them both, and you really can't go wrong. Either way, man, they both sound great. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's we felt the same way. That's why it made it easier for us. We don't have to decide, let them do it.
Right, you know, and not only does it kind of take that weight off of you, but as you said, I mean, they've supported you for all these years, and now you get to put them in the driver's seat. That's I can't think of anybody else that's ever done that. That's awesome.
Well, like you were saying, I mean, we feel confident with just about with every song on the record, for that matter. So it's just a matter of I don't know, just getting them involved, like from the very beginning. Nowadays, especially with social media, it's so easy to reach your fans. Why not get their opinion right off the bat, you know?
True, very true, man. And that's usually what happens anyway. Whatever you do, the list of all the comments in the thread always, well, they may not always go entirely against what you did, but there's always those, you know, different viewpoints and stuff on it. So you're just jumping right to it.
It's been fun to see some of the reactions. I think it's pretty clear a lot of them are leaning towards the heavy song, but it's also been fun to watch some other people say, oh, you know, be interesting to hear the ballad, and some other people have been saying stuff like, you know, been a fan of yours for a long time, and it doesn't matter to me just as long as we get new music. So it's been cool to hear the different opinions.
And you did, that's not the only thing you did different on this record. The writing process, from what I understand, you did things a lot differently than you normally do. What made it so different this time around?
Well, this time around was a lot similar to when we did Immortalized, but we wanted to keep it for us. When the magic really happens is when we are in a room together, and you can look each other in the eyes, and you can see those reactions. You can feel together when the hair on the back of your neck stands up, when there's something cool that was created. You know, years before that, we got a little bit away from that because we don't live in the same states anymore, so it can be challenging to get together, especially with everyone's busy schedules. But we definitely realized how important that is for that live element of the chemistry coming together.
That is true. I knew that a couple of you didn't live, you know, necessarily right down the street from each other, but you're all in different places now, huh?
Yeah, we're a bit spread out. John is down in your neck of the woods. I know you're in El Paso, but I think he's down in Austin. David actually recently moved from Austin to Honolulu. He's out in Hawaii with his family. His wife's family is from there, so
that must be rough.
Closer, yeah, right. I know he's out there chasing rainbows. We're always teasing him. But and then I'm up in the Wisconsin area outside of Milwaukee, and Dan is down in the Chicago area. So a lot of times, what we'll do to get the jump start is I'll drive down to Dan. He's got a home studio at his place, and we'll just start working on some music. And when we get a little bit of some stuff happening, we'll throw him David's way to get his opinion. But then ultimately, again, like I said, it's about us coming together in a room and hashing it all out, and like I said, just letting that energy flow and getting the magical moments.
Yeah, nothing beats when you're actually right there, and then as you said, when you hit that one moment, it gels, and then those hairs start standing up, and being able to just look right across the room, get the high five in, do that again.
Exactly, right.
What about the your big, you had an event where you kind of debuted a bunch of the new songs or all of the new songs. I didn't get to go. My boss went. And he said the reaction was so positive and that everybody was just thrilled to the teeth over what they heard and how you guys are sounding. How did you guys feel after that event and getting all that feedback from record people and radio people and such?
Well, for musicians, it's always a long, crazy process because from the moment you start a riff or a beat or a melody, and then once it develops into a full song, and then you go and record it, it's a long process. And the anticipation of being able to let the fans hear it and let people hear it and give their opinion, the longer it takes, the worse it feels. So it was really exciting for us to be able to finally let some people hear it, and especially getting those positive reactions was definitely reassuring. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and even more importantly now to be here at the release date of the single coming up here, being able to let all the fans hear it is this is what it's all about.
Nice, man. I can just imagine how excited you are, standing right on the edge like this, getting ready to jump.
That's exactly what it is. You're right.
I think John, it actually is from El Paso. I think he's in town. A friend of mine had run into him the other day. But when do we get to, or when can we expect to maybe see all of you guys back here in town and get a show out of you? Have you got tour dates or anything yet?
We're definitely in the works. We're working on all that stuff. The last I heard is we're talking about doing a big U.S. run come January and February of 19. Nothing's in stone yet. We don't have any routing yet. Nothing's solidified, but we're trying to put together something really big, and we want to bring it to as many cities as we can. So once we get that finalized, hopefully we'll be able to announce some dates soon.
Oh, I hope so, man. Like I said, my boss went to that thing, and I'm also friends with some of your management team, and from what they've told me, this is going to be like every band has like that one album. Everybody always refers to Metallica's Black Album as, for the example, but that one record that just blows the lid off of everything. And so far, everybody's telling me that this is that record for you guys, man. I can't wait to hear it.
Well, that's always exciting and encouraging for me to hear to someone else say that. The industry is feeling that, and management's feeling that, because we definitely feel it. We in the band, we felt it for a long time as we started writing the material, and then once it really came together in the studio, we've felt that. So to get those early reactions is definitely encouraging and exciting.
I'm sure it must be, man. I can only imagine. And like I said, I can't wait to hear the rest of it. I heard, I got a little taste of it, but I'm looking forward to the rest. Looking forward to seeing you guys again. I know you're a little pressed for time, but thank you so much for calling in. And you got anything left you want to add?
I just want to thank the fans. If it wasn't for the passion that they have for us, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. So looking forward for the single to drop and for the record to be out and everybody to hear it, and then of course for us to be able to perform for everybody and get out there and kick everybody's asses.
That's the part I'm looking forward to, brother. Thank you again, man, so much for calling in. I know you're super busy, but I do appreciate it, man. And again, we look forward to seeing you.
All right, sounds good. We'll talk soon.